Good morning, students. Myself Abhishek Sharma from Mount Litra Z School, Jhansi. Students, we are continuing with 7th chapter of Business Studies of class 12th, and in my previous lecture we have discussed barriers associated with communication like semantic, psychological, organizational and personal. Today I am going to discuss one of the most important topic in this concept and to our personality, that is how we can improve our communication skills. As I have mentioned 10 points in my whiteboard, and now I am going to discuss them one by one. First is, you should clarify your ideas before communication. The message can be conveyed properly only if it is clearly formulated in the mind of the communicator. Second, communication according to the needs of the receiver. Whenever we communicate, we must keep in mind the needs of the receiver of the message, or it should be our efforts to see that message or information we send across must be of value to receiver. Consult before communicating. It is advisable to consult others which are expert or specialist in that field or sector. Using of proper language, tone and contents. For making your communication effective, the words, tone and symbols used in the message must be selected very carefully. The language used should be of not offend the sentiments, emotion of the listener. Now, proper feedback. Feedback helps us to know to effect or success of communication given by the center. Communication is complete only when the message is understood by the receiver. Otherwise, it is of useless. Communication present for future. While communicating, you should address or focus more on present and future. And you can also include past, but it should be of less weightage because you are communicating for today, that is present, and for coming time, that is future. Follow-up communication. There should be proper follow-up of the information given by the manager to his subordinates or juniors. This follow-up helps to remove hurdles, misunderstanding, instructions which are given by the manager to the subordinate. Now, good listener. It is two-way process. A speaker is not alone enough for a good communication. The sender must listen to receiver's word alternatively. On the other hand, receiver must also listen with due attention. Patience and attentive listening solve many problems which are faced during communication. If you are patient and you are listening it very attentively, you can overcome many barriers of communication. Open-mindedness. The parties to communication must have open-minded. They should not be narrow-minded. They should not try to withhold information for their personal interest. They should not react before receiving and listening the full message. Once the message is completely transmitted, then they have to give their reaction or their opinion, not before or interrupting the speaker. Last is completeness of the message. A message is effective only when it is given in complete manner. The receiver should not be left guessing. It may lead to misunderstanding and lots of queries and troubles. A complete message carries all necessary facts and figures which are necessary to communicate properly. Otherwise, it will be incomplete and it will create lots of chores, problems, troubles, and definitely leads to a misunderstanding. So students, these were all tips for improving your communication skills. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.